In this video, I'll show you how I built a smart company chatbot using n8n. It runs directly inside Slack, answers team questions using your custom FAQs, and connects with Google Drive to find and open documents on demand. I'll walk you through the full workflow from Slack triggers to document search, vector embeddings, all that. So let's break down how it works and how you can customize it for your own team. Hey, if you're new here, I'm Alex and I run Loopserra. We build AI systems for businesses to help them save time and money. So yeah, if you'd like one for your business, just hit the link in the description. And if you've been following my AI automation tutorials and feel like you could use a bit of hands-on help, I'm now offering one-on-one coaching. So whether you're just getting started or stuck on something specific, I've got you. The link is in the description. I'll also leave a link to this workflow in the description below. So let's go ahead and test this bot. So this bot is also multilingual. Let's ask a frequently asked question. So let's ask it this. You see it's got this this notification right here, which is a pretty new feature. So this is what it came back to us with, and yeah, it looks like it got it correct. The technology company dedicated to creating intelligence. Yeah, let's ask it another FAQ question. How can I get a copy of my invoice? Let's paste it. Let's go and see. Yeah, billing history section. Oh yeah, so it's correctly answering FAQs. Now let's ask for this document. So FAQs doc. So it's going to come through. It's going to come through Google Drive. Let's say search for it in Google Drive. So we need to specify which document. So specify this document. So let's copy this. Let's paste it. So it's saying it couldn't access it directly. Let's say just send a link. And it sent us the link. So now we can view the document. And this is the document. Let's search for another document. Let's search for this document right here. We can also ask, so what's in the yeah, and you see it opened the document. So it opened the document and it knows what content was in this document. So if we look at it, it's a grilled halloumi skewers. Yeah, it's exactly what's in this document. And okay, so it can go through all your Google Drive documents, and it can quickly answer to FAQs. Now that you've seen this, and we can also add them to channels. So new channel. Let's go to new channel. Let's call the bot. It's gonna prompt us to add them to the Slack channel. Okay, so let's test them. Let's text them again. Yeah, so we've got one reply. So hello again. How can I assist you today? That's fine. Yeah. So that's all it can do. And so let's go ahead and look at this workflow. Let's break this down. This workflow is being triggered by a Slack trigger. A Slack trigger. And you need to search for it. So Slack, it's Slack, and you're going to select, so the triggers, you're going to select on new message posted to channel. So this is the right trigger. So we'll select it. And we'll need to set up credentials. So we'll click create new credentials, and right off the bat you'll see that we need the access token. So you'll go to Slack, so slack.com. You'll set up an account with Slack if you haven't already. Select the right Slack, so, and it's gonna take you to this page. Now what you're going to do is you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom here, and you're going to select add apps. Once you select add apps in the left menu, in the top right, you'll see a button called Open Slack Marketplace. So you're going to click here. And it's going to take you to its app marketplace. Now, you are going to click on this hamburger icon in your top right corner, and you're going to select build. So you're going to click build, and it's going to take you to this page where you can build your own apps inside Slack. So you're going to select create new app, and you're going to select from scratch, and you're going to name your app. So let's call it n8n bot tests 2, and then you're going to select the workspace. So this is the workspace in my case. You're going to select create app, and it's going to create the app for you. Now you need to configure a bunch of stuff, and remember we are looking for an access token. Now for the access token, you'll need to go to the auth and permissions tab, and you'll need this access token. So this auth token is what you'll need to paste here. So it looks like we'll need so right now we can't install to the workspace, so it looks like we'll need a redirect URL. We'll also need to define the scopes. So this is what defines what our Slack bot has access to. And right here, so we can select read mentions, and it can join Slack channels. It can also it can act as an app agent. So you need to select the right. So it can read files, it can write files, it can call read. It can start and manage calls in a workspace. What else do we need? So it can send messages as n8n bot test. So this is what we really need. And channels. It can get channels history, and yeah. So we've added all this scopes, and now we'll need to get a redirect URL. And for the redirect URL, we'll go to this webhook. We're going to select this production URL. I'll copy this, go back here, paste it there, and so we're going to save URLs. Now we'll select this button right here, install to Ecomojo, so the workspace, and we'll allow. And here is our auth token. So we'll need to copy this token, copy it, paste it here, and save. It's gonna test. So it's saying it couldn't connect with these settings. So it could be a scope issue. So what it has access to, let's add another auth. Let's look at the right one to add. Let's copy this. Let's try again. Let's save this. Now it's saying a connection tested successfully. So which means we're good to go. So we can go ahead and test. So we can send a message. So let's select a channel. So just so it's saying a channel. Let's go back to the settings, event subscriptions. So it go to event subscriptions. We'll turn on event subscriptions, and here we'll need to paste this webhook's URL. If you go back to n8n, if you click webhook URLs, we have two options. So we've got the test URL and we've got the production URL. Now, if you select the test URL, you'll need to always be clicking this execute step button so that it listens for Slack message. But now we don't want to use that option because it's just tedious. So let's use this production URL because we want it to always be listening to messages from Slack without us having to press this button. So let's go back to Slack. Let's paste this. Yeah, it looks like we've been verified. So once you've set up your credentials, you need to save the workflow. Now, let's go to the agent and AI apps section. Yeah, so we are setting up an and agents and AI apps. So we need to turn this on. And here you can give your agent a description. So and we can hit save. Next, let's send a test message. So let's go back to the bot. So this is the new bot we've created. So it's a new app in your Slack workspace. And let's just send a test message. So you're going to hit enter. It's saying the agent couldn't send this message. We look at the previous run's history. So if you look at the previous runs, it looks like the message wasn't sent. Yeah, so we need to set up this subscribe to bot events, and so got app mention. That's the bot events. Yeah, and once you've selected the bot events, don't forget to hit save changes, and then you can go back and test this. So you give it a try and go back to n8n, look at the previous runs, and you'll see the previous runs here. You're going to copy this to editor and then open the node, and you'll see the output that you got. So the message that was sent over from Slack. Now, based on this, now you'll start building your AI agent. So that's how you connect your Slack trigger. So let's connect it directly to the AI agent. Let's hit save. Let's go back. Let's test. Let's say hi. Let's go back. Let's see if the run was executed. So we got an error. Let's debug this in editor. So let's unpin. So it looks like this. The reply node ran into an error. So we've selected the right credentials. So it's supposed to be this. This should be the right credentials. You're supposed to choose the right trigger. So this was our, yeah, this was the right trigger. So it's called Slack trigger. It should light up green, and they were good to go. So let's execute this. So it does not work with bin data scenario. So let's save this. Let's go back to Slack. Let's test again. Let's go back to n8n. Looks like we ran into an error. Let's debug in editor. Oops, looks like we forgot to correct that too. So let's hit save. Let's go back to n8n. Let's test it again. And you see it now sends us a reply. But it goes back and forth. So it goes, see, there's a problem. So we need to make a slight adjustment to this workflow. it looks like it's replying to both messages you send to this AI agent and the message this AI agent comes up with. So we need to filter out messages from this AI agent, so the replies from the AI agent. And how you do it is using this filter node, and these are the conditions. So we filter so we are making sure the bot ID does not exist and the text exists. So the text is just the message and this is the bot ID. That's how you filter replies from this AI agent. So let's go back to our last node. Let's work with the previous trigger that we had. Let's hit save. Now let's go ahead. Let me walk you through this workflow. Okay, so now this is the AI agent and it's receiving the text from the user. So this JSON text is text from this that goes through this filter, but it's from this trigger, the Slack trigger, and it's this JSON text right here. So this right here, and it's exactly this right here. So also this right here. So simply drag and drop it there. And this is the system message. So we are telling it to always use the FAQs tool to first answer. So you're telling it to, so this right here, so this is the system prompt, and you're telling it to always use the FAQ tool to first answer FAQs. And these are the, so this is the chat model it's using, and it's using a GPT 4.1 model. And you're using the simple memory, and we are using the user ID as the session ID. And now this right here is how it's searching for files in Google Drive. So the tool is called search files and folder in Google. So it's a Google Drive tool. And this is the configuration. So the operation is search, and the resources file or folder. And here we're searching file or folder name, and the search query is this right here. It's being defined by the AI agent. So if you search, so if for example you ask it a question about a document, so it will figure out what should be the search query here. And you're giving a limit of 50 documents. And here we are specifying the Google Drive it's supposed to search files from. And once it's searched the files, it's going to extract the file IDs, and it's going to use this tool to open the documents and extract their contents. So it's going to call this tool to open any document, and this is call another n8n workflow tool tool, and so it's called the call another workflow. So call n8n workflow tool, this right here. This is how you're going to configure it. It's calling this workflow. So it's calling this workflow right here, and this is the trigger. It requires two inputs, so the document ID and the prompt. So this was a previous run, this was the document ID, this was the prompt. So it downloads the document from this trigger right here. You drag and drop it here. So this is a Google Drive node, and the resources file, the operation is download. And once we got the document, we analyze it, and if it's an image, we analyze it using this node. It's an OpenAI analyze image node, and here's the text input, and the input type is binary, and here we're giving the name of the field name of the document, the binary file. And this here is the analyzed document, and this is a Gemini node. So it's this Google Gemini node right here, and we selected analyze document. For this analyze image, we selected this OpenAI node, and we selected analyze image. Now let's look at the analyze document. This is the configuration. Selected the model. So we're using this chat model. The operation is analyze documents, and here is the prompt. So we're telling it what to look out for in this document that we want to analyze. And yeah, so here we are selecting the input type is binary file and the input file name. So if you execute previous nodes, we should see something like this. So this data is this right here, and the type is binary file. You can say it's a binary file. And the document ID and the prompt fields are being determined by the AI model, and we are describing what it should fill in as the document ID and what it should fill in as the prompt. Next, we've got this FAQs database, and this is how it's fetching the FAQs using RAG, so retrieval-augmented generation. And if you search for it, this is so you can select this RAG starter template. It's gonna give you this the embeddings model and this vector store right here. So this vector store, it loads documents uploaded into a certain folder in Google Drive. So this trigger right here listens for a new file created in a specific folder. It then downloads the file, and it pushes it into this vector store right here. And the operation is insert documents, the vector store key, the batch size we've also specified here. And here we are using a default data loader. So the type of data is binary. We are loading all input data, the data formats we're detecting automatically, and we're using a simple text splitting. Now for this Google Drive trigger, we are polling every minute, and we are specifying which folder it's supposed to listen for a file that's been created. Now under options, so we've added the option, so we are listening for all file types. So if you upload a PDF, an audio, a video, it's gonna push it to this vector store. Then here is the download file node, the resources file, the operation is download, and here we're specifying the file ID. So from the trigger, we'll get the file ID, which should be right here. So we'll drag and drop it here. Now for the embeddings model, we are using text embeddings, embedding 3 small, so from OpenAI. Now we are re-ranking this results. using the Cohere re-ranker. You'll just need to set up an account with them, create new credentials, then you'll need an API key. So once you set up an account, so Cohere, so you'll click create a Cohere account. You'll set up your account, you'll sign in, and in your left menu you'll click API keys. You'll create one. So you'll click create so you'll, by default there's going to be a test key right here. You're going to view it, copy it, and paste it here, and you'll be good to go. And you'll have to check this box right here, re-rank results. Lastly, this is the send message node, and it's a Slack node. It's a send message Slack node. So the operation here is send, and you are sending a message to a channel, and here we are giving it the channel ID, which should be this right here. You'll simply drag and drop this right here, and then here we are specifying the message type, so it's a simple message, and the message text, which is the output from this AI agent. And here we've added options, so message timestamp to reply to. So if you click add options, it's going to appear in this drop down list here, and you're going to drag and drop the timestamp. So it's this right here. And now we've also got this HTTP request tool. This enables the bot to have the typing feature. So when it's trying to reply, so before so in between you sending it a message and it sending you back a reply, there's going to be let me show you. So this is what I'm talking about. So this is being enabled by this HTTP request node right here, and it's called the status. So the method is post. This is the URL. You need to set up credentials. So you need to set up a bearer auth. So you'll select generic credential type. You'll select bearer auth, and you'll select create a new credential. Now for the bearer token, this is simply your access token from the auth and permissions tab. So this right here. Next, you're going to enable the send body, and you need to send these parameters. So you need to send what it needs to say when it's in the status. You need to send the channel ID. So from the filter, we'll get the channel ID and the thread tiers. So from your left, you'll see the thread timestamp, right here. You'll drag and drop it here. The channel ID, this right here, and you're good to go. And that's it with this AI agent. Like I said, I've got a team that builds custom AI solutions just like this. So hit the link in the description if you want one for your business. And lastly, don't forget to like, comment if you've got a question, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a good one.